It's been really, really interesting, and it's been at times really hard, but I've enjoyed the process enormously, and it's now amazing taking that step back and looking at trying to build a picture of what we've done. We've had 14 listenings, and there's one more to come. And by the end of the project, I think we'll have had about 80 participants in total.
They've been really different. So we've been to lots of different places. So we went to Chagford, to Lussley, to Manhattan. In one way, we haven't found anything that we didn't expect. But I think for us, what's been the most valuable is hearing about people's thoughts about our community.
And the feedback forums for us is going to be very much part of the process, and I think that having key stakeholders there and people who participated in listenings, we're going to really solicit their ideas to help us think about what those next steps might be.
The only thing we know for sure about what will happen next is that we will be compiling a final report, and we'll draw in everything that we've done so far, along with the what comes out of the forum tomorrow. And after that, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, there's loads of research out there nationally about the effects of loneliness and then the link with ill health. And I think as we move to looking at actually how we can prevent people becoming unwell and losing their independence, I think getting to the heart of really what the issues are for the people of Moreton Hampstead and the local area will be really enlightening to look at how we can work together, statutory services and communities, to really help our local citizens.
My own perceptions beforehand were that people will really probably only feel isolated if they don't get much interaction with other people, whereas I think by taking part in the project I've realised that loneliness can exist in every aspect of society, even when you're engaged with your own peers and your own community.
As statutory providers, we know that actually one size can't fit all, and services need to be wrapped around individual needs.
It isn't just being physically isolated. You know, people can feel alone even when they're within a community group, even when they've got their own peers around them. People can still feel isolated and alone. Incredibly useful. I think over recent years we've seen a lack of funding, public funding for research in this field, and I think it's essential that community initiatives like this can step in and generate the evidence base that we need to demand more support for addressing loneliness within rural communities.
We had some amazing feedback. We found that people had a lot to say and a lot to offer, which is going to be really useful for us when we write our final report.
Absolutely, and I think they responded very positively to the process. We actually gave them an opportunity to say what they thought about what we'd done, and actually there weren't any negative comments really, whether we had some ideas about sort of finding ways of reaching the people we haven't managed to reach yet, and I think that's definitely given us a bit more food for thought.
What happens next is the production of the report with the South West Academic Health Science Network. Their involvement and support will be invaluable. Publication of the report, circulation of the report, and building up ideas for further work either within the community and hopefully on a wider basis.
The work that Richard, Camilla and Liz have done to really look at actually a way of reaching people and doing the methodology and how you can use those findings definitely could then be rolled out to other areas, and also taken into the fact that each area will have slightly different needs, and I think it will be great to share.